going on, YouTube? Alright guys, so it's what is today? Today's Tuesday morning. So just got up a little bit ago, went and ate breakfast, me and Stefan did, and I called and verified that the state of Tennessee had received my new health card information, my new medical certification. So that's a good to go. They got it. I've got a confirmation number, so I don't have to worry about that. So we got our next load. So I'm going to show you guys kind of what we got here. So here's the load information for the next load. So trip number, the reefer set point, they want it in range protect. It's no empty miles because it's right here at the yard, by the yard, and 569 loaded miles. So that is what it looks like as far as that goes. And then I get some other messages that show me where I'm picking up. You know, I'll show you that. So I'm picking up in 1904 North Lecompte, Springfield, Missouri. My appointment time is today, 2/12 at 1500 hours. And then I get another one. Let me try to fix this. I get another one on the 90 that tells me where it's going. It's going to Pepsi Cola in Burnsville, Minnesota. So we are heading to Minnesota to drop student Stefan off at home so he can hang out with his family. So, and then I get this, guys. This is what it shows me what I get paid. You can see line haul fuel surcharge, estimated total settlement $824.22. So that is how that works. So now I've got a trip plan this load, right? Let me get this up here so we don't have any issues. So now we got a trip plan this load. That's the next step. Got this tripod. All right, so now I'm going to trip plan a little bit and see how we need to do this as far as fuel and everything. So I will tell you, we are at the yard in Springfield, so we will probably just buy fuel here in Springfield. All right, that's usually the cheapest place, but I'm going to look on my Prime app. Now, if we were out in the world somewhere, not in Springfield, we would also need to look for a washout. Okay, but they've already told me which trailer it is, and I've already checked it and it's clean. It doesn't need a washout. But I would go into my Prime app and I would just simply go into fuel and services, which is an option on there, and I'm just going to look all around me. So fuel today here at Prime is $2.08 a gallon. That's not too bad. So we would definitely fill up here at $2.08 a gallon. And now we need to trip plan it. We need to figure out which route we're going to take to Burnsville, Minnesota. So let's see what we can do here. Get out the old handy dandy atlas. There you go, you guys. I'll move this right here. So we got out the old handy dandy atlas. We're gonna open her up right here to our first page. So there's Minnesota. Now I've already looked up Burnsville. I know it's just south of Minneapolis on 35, okay? So I find Minneapolis, 35. I find Springfield, Missouri. And now I need to figure out the best route to get me there for a truck. So obviously I'm a little spoiled because I've done this so many times I don't really even need this. But so first thing I'm going to do is go into Missouri. I know what I need to do is get from Springfield to Kansas City, because once I get to Kansas City I can take Interstate 35 all the way to Minneapolis. So I can simply go into the Missouri map. Let's find it here. And take a peek here. Alright, so I'm looking at it. So I got the map out. I'm taking a peek at it. So here's Springfield, and then Kansas City's going to be up here, and of course, you know, Missouri's cut into 2 maps. But I know that I'm going to come out of Springfield. I'm going to take this State Highway 13 right here, US Highway 13. I'm going to take it up out of Springfield. All right, and it's going to put me onto 7 right here. 13 goes into 7. And I'm going to get on 7 where they meet, and I'm going to take 7 across, because 13 continues up actually into Kansas City, and I don't want that, because it turns into a 2-lane here. You can see by the color of the road, the way the road is done, it's a 2-lane road. This is a 4-lane road, so I'm going to take the 4-lane road 7 over here to 49 in Harrisonville, and then we're just going to shoot straight up right here, up 49 to 435, which goes around Kansas City, and then we're just going to take 35 up Minneapolis. So we have our route. We know we're going to get fuel, and it doesn't require a washout. So let's go see about taking on the day. As you all saw, we're inside the Springfield Underground, which is a set of caves here in Missouri that a lot of major companies use to help reduce the cost of storage. So it's much cooler down here. You can't run your truck, APU, reefer, nothing. A very confined space, as y'all can see in the video of Stefan backing. We're down here picking up for Pepsi Cola. Quaker Oats, which is a division of Pepsi Cola. We're picking up a load here. We're going to take it up to Minnesota. So it's a very interesting place. If you guys have never been here, it can be tight, but there's plenty of room down here. Everything's good and wide. You just have to utilize all your space like Stefan did. So we'll see how long it takes him to load us up. So we just come out of the caves after being loaded, and we're showing 34,000 on our drive line, but our right weight is showing 36,000 on our trailer. So what we're going to do is, since we're right here in Springfield, we're just going to go back to the terminal real quick and put it on our scale there. But if it's overweight, we're going to have to go down to the Loves and get a cat scale, because the customer requires a cat scale. They won't accept the prime scale. It has to be a cat scale. But we'll go to Prime and double check it and see what prime scale is telling us, and then make a decision based on that. Alright, so we got our weight situation figured out, and we got our axles legal, and I am in the bed now, and I'm going to take a nap, let Stefan do some driving, and then I'll finish it up this evening up into Burnsville, Minnesota. So Burnsville, Minnesota is where we are headed to Pepsi Cola up there. So once we get up there, we'll sleep on the side of the street, deliver it, and then I'll drop Stefan off at home tomorrow after we're empty. So that's the plan right now. See how it goes. Alright guys, it's 11 p.m. and we are in Des Moines, Iowa, back at the pilot that we were at on the last trip that we took to Salt Lake. But we just switched out. Stefan drove up here. It took us a long time to get loaded this morning. Partly is our fault because we went there like 4 hours early. So we were loaded, our appointment was at 2. We got loaded at 2:45, so it wasn't really their fault. But so we're up here and we just switched out. I'm going to drive us up to Minnesota. Fuel mileage is crap, like 7.8, because I don't know what Stefan was doing. But he definitely wasn't doing right. But the weather's bad, it's cold. A lot of accidents out here, very windy. I know out in Illinois and Indiana, and everything going east is all shut down tonight. So hopefully we can sneak up 35 up here at Burnsville. If anything interesting happens, I'll record it and we'll let you all know. Alright guys, it's about 1 a.m. and as you can see, it's looking kind of rough out, so I went ahead and parked it and gonna get a little nap and then let these plows do their thing, reevaluate it in the morning, and then we will go from there. Alright, good morning YouTube. It's about 10 minutes after 6 and we're just getting up. So we spent the night in a rest area last night because of the weather. The road was not covered in ice, but there was a lot of slick spots on the road and the wind was blowing extremely hard. So the second time that I happened to be in one of those slick spots to get blown a little bit and feel that ascent move out is enough for me. So went ahead and parked it, let the plows do their job overnight. Traffic seems to be moving pretty good on the interstate this morning when we see some. So hopefully when I get out here and get to moving, we're going to be alright. So we're about 150 miles, I think, from where we're going. So we're 152 miles from where we're going. So I'm hoping we can be there in 3 hours. Our appointment is at 11, and it's 6:10. So if we can get there in 3 hours, we'll be alright. So it's always a good sign when you see the plows out. So that's what we're seeing this morning. So we'll see how this goes. you can tell, the roads have been absolutely crappy. It's been like this all morning. We're 76 miles from delivery, so hopefully we can make it up there and drop this freight and get Stefan home. Alright, so the Pepsi load is now off in Burnsville, Minnesota, and student Stefan is at the helm, and he's driving us home to his house. So he's probably a little excited right now. Alright, so that's going to wrap up this load and these couple days this week. So I just dropped Stefan off. His lady came and picked him up. Had the little girl with him. He got the cutest little baby. So I just dropped them off, or he dropped him off, she picked him up. He's heading home. I'm gonna roll solo for about 4 or 5 days now. So I'm gonna document that as we drive along. So I just gotta finish a break up here. I think I'm about 3.5 hours into an 8. That's all I need to do is do an 8 and 2 split. So about 3.5 hours into an 8, so I'll finish this up. I'm gonna eat some pizza that I just ordered. Should be here in about 15 minutes or so, and then I'm going to roll on down to get a washout and then roll to my next pickup over at Farmland Foods in St. James, Minnesota. Alright, that's going to be a wrap on this one, guys. Y'all take care out there, stay warm, make good choices, and when that road forks, make sure you choose your path to success.